For the first 10 years of my career, I thought my biggest problem was money. It wasn't. My biggest problem was that I had become completely dependent on my next paycheck. And that dependence slowly took away my courage to speak up at work. I didn't realize it then, but I had walked straight into what I now call the salary trap. For almost an entire decade, I had virtually no savings. The only money I had set aside was my provident fund because my employer did it automatically. Everything else, gone. Every month, my salary would come in and I would spend it without any plan or budget. Random online shoppings, things I barely use, things I don't even remember buying today. By the last week of every month, I would be broke. I would start using my credit card. Sometimes I'd use buy now, pay later just to buy groceries because I literally didn't have a single rupee left. Looking back, it was one of the most toxic financial habits I ever had. The cycle never stopped. Salary came in, I spent it on everything, used credit cards, waited for my next salary, and the process repeated. What I didn't realize was that this wasn't just damaging my bank account, it was destroying my confidence. I started thinking, I cannot lose this job because if I did, I won't even survive for 3 months. That fear changed how I showed up at work. I stopped speaking up. I avoided difficult conversations. I tried not to upset anyone. I overworked. I kept saying yes. I took on more responsibilities than I should have. I was terrified of losing the paycheck that was keeping my entire financial life afloat. Looking back, I wasn't just working for my salary. I had become emotionally dependent on it, and that's dangerous. The sad part is, nobody ever taught me how to manage money, not in school, not in college, not even at home. I thought saving meant opening a recurring deposit or a fixed deposit. Even when I managed to create one, I would break it the moment I wanted to buy something impulsively because it was so easy to do it online. So technically I was saving, but in reality I wasn't building financial security at all. I was just funding my impulses. Financial freedom is about creating enough breathing room that you can make decisions from confidence instead of fear. Because the day your salary becomes something you depend on for survival every single month, it quietly starts controlling your behavior, your confidence, and even your voice at work. If you have ever felt trapped simply because you couldn't afford to leave, you're not alone.